Thank you for joining us on Professional Primer today. I'm here with Chris McGuigan, president of Professional Courage, and we're talking about salary negotiation, a very important and tense topic for a lot of people. Chris, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, to start off, why is salary negotiation so important?
Even in a bad economy, negotiating your salary is absolutely critical. According to Business Insider, individuals who don't pursue salary negotiations stand the potential of losing over $1 million in the course of their lifetime.
Wow.
So it absolutely can have exponential rewards if you just step courageously and go forward into that conversation.
How can someone who is about to go through a salary negotiation prepare? What should they do?
There's 2 points of value that you certainly want to have a firm grasp on before you step into a negotiation. The first is your position value in the marketplace. That is essentially what is the going rate for your job in your geographic region. And there's a lot of great resources you can gather that research from, whether it be online at payscale.com, salary.com, or from actual individuals. You can network with someone inside of a professional association, or perhaps talk with your mentor who may have some more advanced industry knowledge and be able to offer some insight into what that position value is. The second point of value you need to have a firm grasp on is your own value in the marketplace, essentially what you bring to the company's bottom line. And this could be seen from past performance evaluations, accomplishments that you've documented over the last year or so of your career, things that you've done to really add to the company, help them to save time, save money, increase efficiency. All of those things can be incredibly helpful as you step into that conversation. And once you have those 2 points of value, it's practice, practice, practice. Negotiation is like a muscle. The more that you try, the more that you attempt, the more you practice, the stronger that you get. So attempting to pursue those negotiations in lower stakes situations, whether it be a mock interview or maybe even calling your cable service provider and attempting to negotiate a lower rate just before you step into that conversation can boost your confidence.
I love that idea. I've never thought about practicing a negotiation, like you mentioned, at lower stakes, something that if you mess up or it doesn't go your way, it's not the end of the world, to kind of prepare you for the big situation.
Anything you can do to boost that confidence level before you step in.
So what is so important to remember when you're going into the negotiation?
You want to have a really clear sense of what exactly your numbers are going to be, right? So you never want to walk into the negotiation not sure of what's going to happen or not sure of what number you think is acceptable. So having a really firm idea of what your range should be and also what you anticipate the conversation might bring. So if you're brand new to the industry, you have to take that into consideration. And if perhaps the organization itself is just starting out with this new job, or maybe it's been established in the company for quite some time, are they having a hard time filling it? Has the opening been there very briefly? All of these things play into what that number should look like.
Right.
So having a clear idea of what the circumstances are surrounding the position and the opportunity can be very helpful as you step into the conversation.
Thank you for joining us today, Chris. You've made salary negotiation seem so much more accessible and a lot less scary than I think a lot of people feel like it is.
I'm glad. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Do you want to hear more about salary negotiation? Subscribe to our podcast in the show notes to hear the complete conversation.